courts raw scarred, judges grinning, deals in shadows locked, case workers speaking truth they've mocked, gunning young for justice, rage intense, bringing kids home from this broken fence, corruption weighs heavy, laws collapse, kids go missing behind their maps. CPS stealing kids, no trace, lies build walls, the truth they erase, gunners howl, cuts through the air, he won't stop, midnight he'll get there, dark hallways where the guilty play, secrets hiding, hope fades away, a man with fire, voice like a storm, breaking chains, reform, transform, gunning on for justice, rage intense, bringing kids home from this broken fence, corruption weighs heavy, laws collapse, kids go missing behind their maps. Family shattered, cries dulled by fights, CPS takes them in the dead of night, but Gunner speaks of brighter days, cut through the lies, light ablaze. Family shattered, cries dulled by fights, CPS takes them in the dead of night, but Gunner speaks of brighter days, cut through the lies, light ablaze. Behind their maps.
Good evening and welcome to a very, very special edition of Gunning for CPS. I'm your host, Gunner. We are a internationally recognized as independent journalists. So we do have the full power of the First Amendment behind us for the freedom of press and those extras that do protect us, and that is to give you the news. Ladies and gentlemen, today you need to hear this, and if you're not just scrolling through this or anything else, you need to listen. If you have a CPS case, you're dealing with anything, you need to hear this. A case was filed today in federal court that will be the complete end to CPS, a complete exposure of everything. And yes, we are working on a rally. This is just a special edition. This is not a full show. This is a short clip. Go back and you can go on our YouTube channel, Gunning for Justice. I'm sorry, Gunning for CPS. And it will bring up under the CPS Breaking News Network. But yes, guys, a case has been filed that will end CPS in the United States. It's full exposure. All the evidence is, from my understanding, is going to be that I know of has been is going to be released to the public. They're shooting, I believe, for Memorial Day weekend, where the evidence will be presented to the people as a release, as a newscast, is protected, constitutionally protected under our First Amendment for the freedom of press and our freedom of gathering. That yes, this evidence will be made public and be made nationwide, internationally, possibly, is what we're looking at. But no, this is everything else that's going on, guys. This is not a joke. This is a for real thing. And if you want to see something, hold on here, and I'll give you something that'll take and blow your mind. If some of you don't believe what's going on, well, here let's just look at there's actually a filing, okay, that you have to that is being done. Let's see if I can get this thing to open. I don't. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties here. But I will. How about this? I will take and show you my screen. This here. This is what we have. This is my screen. Hold on one second, and right there. Right there, if you'll look right there, it says what? Policy and practices are unconstitutional, hence treason and sedition, to kidnap children and destroy families by constitutional violations. Guys, it's all here. It brings everything out, evidence that is on the file that was filed with that, and I'll remove this headache. The stuff that was filed with that, I can tell you firsthand because I've seen this evidence, that it was filed. I was there when it was filed. So we were fully aware of what was going on. This is a ongoing thing. And if you guys have not watched Blount County, Tennessee, let me tell you something. There is a lot going on in Blount County, Tennessee. A lot of things. Things are going crazy, guys, and the truth's about to come out, the whole thing. Yes, this is real. I mean, the evidence was filed in the federal courtroom that shows treason and sedition by CPS. Yes, that does exist, and it has been filed, and it's in the federal courtroom. And from our understanding, we have confirmed this also, guys. Listen, the judge, you're going to love this, guys. Guys, this is national news, and if you guys need to share this, and this is like share with everybody. You guys that are watching, I don't know who is watching, you need to share the shit out of this. And I'm not kidding. This is how much the stars lined up for this case. The judge, the federal judge in this case, and it is a civil rights case, a constitutional case. That's how serious this is. Yes, that in this case, it'll blow your mind. I'm just baffled when I seen what was actually presented, and I go, holy cow. But there was evidence filed with that. In other words, exhibits with this case that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that CPS nationwide is violating constitutional rights of every parent and everything else. And on top of that, and you guys better watch this and share this, and this goes for law enforcement, and you guys really need to hear me. And you guys need to go back to this video and share the shit out of this. This is why. This will help law enforcement. You have been lied to. Your state, except for Texas, they have corrected this. You as law enforcement have been told or given an order from the state. We know all about it. We know all about it. The state gave a order to all the sheriff's departments and police departments not to interfere with CPS, giving them a direct order to violate the duties of a constitutionally elected sheriff. Guys, you sheriffs, you better not get rid of that, because that's going to show you took a direct order from the state. Yes, we know about it. Those are coming out, baby. Those are going to work out. This is the thing that's going to save your butt. You better hold on to those, because that's proof you were given a direct order. If that means you've been given a direct order, you can't be held accountable. But if you hide this, or you've destroyed this, or you play games with this, we already know about it. We've got stuff. Like I said, it's not a joke, from all different states. We're just going to confirm it when you get those subpoenas. Okay, that's what I've been told. I know a lot about this case. Like I said, it was a great right. It got past Rooker versus Feldman. Guys, that's the big thing that all these attorneys say. You got to get past Rooker versus Feldman. This case did that. This case got past. As a matter of fact, it has a case number. It was hand delivered. Okay. So if any of you guys say, well, what does that mean? It was hand delivered. There's a reason it was hand delivered, to make sure it got on file and not lost electronically. That's how important this was. But that's what we're working on, is a huge rally that's looking to take place possibly Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. We're going to announce where and everything else. And there's going to be a huge whistleblower event that is going to give all the evidence to the people that will also aid them in doing all their federal filings the same way, going after CPS in your state the same way. This is not a joke. And no, it's not practicing law. I'm simply making what's public and what is available to you. This is for educational purposes only. Once again, but this evidence that's going to come out will show you how to file everything to hold them accountable once and for all, because of their unconstitutional practices. That's what that thing says. They've got some hard ass evidence of unconstitutional practices and trainings. Oh my God. Oh yeah. And it's not just, let me tell you something. You know who else is on the witness list for this? Elon Musk is on the witness list here. If you're seeing this, Elon Musk, yes, you will soon be served, probably within whatever period of time that it needs to be. But yes, you will be on the witness list because of your findings in DOGE that need to be completely accurate, which you have gone through those places. Number 2, RFK. That's right, Robert Franklin Kennedy, Department of DHS. However it is. Listen, it's done. He's going to be on the witness stand. Why? Because he's looking for 300 kids. Do you know what he just called last week? He just called CPS a child trafficking ring. Over 300,000 children are missing that he is looking for right now, and wondering why this is happening to American children. It's all being exposed. It's all coming together. This case branches with this, almost sets the stage. Talks about the unconstitutionality of all the hearings you went through with no jury and lost your kids. That's a due process violation. You guys don't realize, and it even gets better in some places, and there's so much evidence in this. It's unbelievable. And here's the thing. You can't silence me. You can't stop me in anything else. Why? We are a member of the press. That has been stated on this show more than once. That gives us the First Amendment protection under the press, 100%. Not just here in America, but across the world, because I am internationally recognized and registered. Okay, so when we bring you the real news, we're talking about the real stuff. A lot is going to be exposed. They're working on a rally. Like I said, it's going to be called The Reckoning, and it's going something about. I think they were saying something about a whistleblower. Exposes everything about CPS, shares the information, the actual evidence of how they're doing it unconstitutionally and what they've been doing to everybody, including all 50 states. Now, you guys remember, in the beginning, we were working with somebody that you've heard a lot of names for of something like Malibu Dallas and this and that. Well, you need to go back and look at him and why they wanted to silence him. Because if his website's still up, and I wish Dallas was in here, but like I said, this is a special edition. The point is that Dallas works with a lot of things. And if you look up Malibu Dallas, TikTok, anything else, he's got stuff on his site that says all 50 states. If you go there, that is some of the evidence that was revealed through there of all 50 evidence that's out there will be entered as evidence in this case. That's how we got, kind of in on it with some of the research. And that was great, guys. But listen, this means it's fully exposed. And if that's the case, there's a lot of things that this goes with, but you guys have got to see it for your own eyes. So pay attention, keep watching for the show here at Gunner for Justice or anything here, usually like Danielle and Brenda. They've got a couple of shows going on this set. They'll be in the know if you want to watch one of their shows. Check us out on Facebook. There's a lot of news that we try to share the best we can on the Facebook pages. But if you really want this information, I am going to work on a new Facebook persona just for the news and kind of separate family life versus the other and ask you guys to move from there to there. This is a bigger process. Like I said, we didn't realize how fast this was going to take off. But yes, a copy was given to the U.S. Attorney's Office for criminal prosecution. So they are fully aware of what's going on, including the evidence that was given to them, I'd say about a year ago, which opened cases in all 50 states. Special Agent Mike Biondo, that's who you need to talk to, guys, on your side. You know who I'm talking about. You need to talk to him and get with that evidence and take a look at that. Again, that we have part 2 of that. We have the rest. That's in the case. And like I said, there's so much more. More people are coming out, guys. We have caseworkers. We have people with this and that. All sorts of information now flooding that somebody has broken through the gate and this thing will end. What we're talking about is showing them how they're operating unconstitutionally to steal your children. What was the number one complaint of everybody on national surveys is what? Illegal entry. Folks, that is a Fourth Amendment violation. And what we're trying to tell you is yes, they are trained to come in your house. We have even got confirmation too that there's a video going around now that we will be subpoenaing, and you better not hide it because we know about it. That's right. That they have a training video on how to slide in past your house, or they have a class that they take, including law enforcement. And guys with law enforcement, you need to hear me. That's where they fucked up. But your seniors told you to step down or step aside, except for Texas that took this back. Okay. Everybody else is either helping them or doing this with them. Listen, guys, you're about to get burned. Because here's the thing. It's all going down. Because the way they've been getting them and obtaining them and kidnapping them, there's enough evidence and everything else there to, you're done. It's just how to get past it and get it in court. Because a lot of you had to deal with what? Rooker versus Feldman. If you've done any of your own research, guess what? There's a way around it. And that's what some of this when we're talking about the reckoning, this gathering, this release of information, this whistleblower stuff. Yes, whistleblowers exist. And it doesn't matter because here's the thing. The evidence, the main evidence is already on record. It was turned in as exhibits when the filing was done to make sure nothing happened, not to even to wait, saying here's just some of our exhibits of evidence we have that is so crucial and so just eye-opening of what you're doing. So now what do you do? Like I said, because here's the thing, we've got a case number, there's a case number and a date to it. We've seen it, man. I'm excited for all this shit and everybody. And yeah, I mean, it's going to set, case law, but yeah, you're talking about shutting down and exposing CPS as a criminal organization. RICO, 100% RICO. All of it is in this case. And yes, it will be heard that way because it was filed that way. Why? Why didn't anybody do it? Why? Because in the amount of stuff to just file a case like this was so intriguing and so difficult because it's never been done in the history of this country. So you guys get this out there, you share this video, get people on board, get us on here on the network, everything. They're going to give you updates. I'm serious, guys. You're going to hear about it. I'll do my best to report as I can, but I've got to narrow some of my channels. So if me doing a show like this, and if you like and follow us on YouTube, it's Gunning for CPS. It will give you, it's supposed to give you notifications when I'm going live, or anybody else that's in our particular network, such as Brent, like I said, Brenda, and then Danielle's got the show. I think it's CPS victims, those type of things. Watch out for those shows because you're going to get a lot of information, especially with things coming up. Because listen, this is, like I said, nationwide. It's not a joke, and there's already talks of big name people showing up. We'll say to this particular rally of things. I believe we've got somebody reaching out to both Tom McDonald, and if you're watching this, Tom McDonald, or you share this with Tom McDonald, please let him know. Yes, somebody from our side took and reached out to him, and we have somebody else that's reaching out to Struggling Jennings and his crew. I know he just, I think, finished up a show or something like that. We know somebody that knows somebody that knows him. So they're trying to reach out that way. And it's struggling. If you're watching this, just see Chris back home. You know, just go see Chris back home. You'll know who I'm talking about. But guys, have a great night. We wanted to share this with you as quick as good. Thanks for watching this special edition, and have a wonderful evening. And welcome to the beginning stages of all the kids coming home. It's about to happen, and yeah, it's real. So thanks again, guys. Have a great evening.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPS.com is leading the way. Join us.